Hello. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the Django or my Django app. I'm going to start by running the server. Here on the documentation is where it shows how to do that. And so go to terminal, new terminal, and then we enter into um, the virtual machine here, and then activate, and then we go Python manage.py, and then run server. And you can see that the server is up and running now. And so we can go over to our browser. We can reload local host, and then /habits is the index page. So this is the main page that you see. When you're on there, you can even see that you can go ahead and just remove a habit here with an X. Or if we wanted to add a habit back in, we could say read scriptures, and then why do we want to read it? Get closer to Christ, and then go ahead and see we have the two habits. And then if we want to view the progress of one of our habits, we can see here we have some streaks of when we drink water every day, when we're staying really hydrated, and other days where we weren't as hydrated. And then we can even add days, and you can see it wraps around. And then we can report on these days by clicking on them, either have them be not reported or good, green, all that sort of stuff. And then we can make a new habit here by clicking on this button as well. We don't have to do it from that other one. So we could make a habit of, we'll go habit of workout, to be strong, submit, and then it takes us straight back into this page. And you can even see that the cards wrap around. Habits, you can also see all of your habits down in this list and navigate to any one of them, and add those days. And then we can also do journal entries. And so you can see, obviously these journal entries aren't very useful, so we can go ahead and delete those, or we can add a journal entry for the day. Today is January 21st, 2023, and the entry is, I did all my habits today. And then you can add them, and then you can see that as they go down, they get added to the list there, into the database. And so that's all the pages dynamically shown there. All these are dynamic. The entries here are dynamic, and then this part isn't dynamic, but this is where we take the user input to influence the habits in this list that are dynamic. The name of the habit application is Cumpre, because it's means accomplished in Portuguese. And the goal is really just to help improve people's progress and be able to see those streaks of when they're being successful. So everything in Django starts with a model. You can see I have the three main parts of what I'm storing. I'm storing a journal, habit responses, if they did it or if they didn't, and the habit. This is a one to many relationship. You can have one habit to many habit responses, and then this is more independent. The reason why I chose to keep these all in the same application is in case one day I want to have specific journal entries linked to habits. And then the view is how the templates and the models communicate with one another. And that information we can pass into the template through the context, and then which HTML we need to be loading in. And then for this project, I'm just using date time is the only thing that isn't normal to Django. And we can see here, this is what controls changing in the database each of the responses, if it's either neither, green, or red, depending on what it is. And then we even clean up and sanitize the data to make sure that it's secure. And then here we can see, we go into the post request and see what button was pressed to make sure that we're submitting the correct form, without having to specifically reload two different pages or two different views. And then we use an array of forms by using, I'm forgetting the name of what this is called right now for some reason. A list comprehension. There we go. And that way we can initialize the information within the controller to keep it secure. And then this is what we use to create habits. And then just storing that information, and deleting is always an option there. And then we register our URLs within the urls.py. And then this makes it so that way We can load a new page for every habit. I'm using the index there. And then with the habit index, it's pretty traditional stuff. We're using Bootstrap here. And this base.html page is what has the navigation bar at the top. And then we just load in Bootstrap once. And then it's just traditional HTML styling formatting. You can see I do some CSS in addition to what I needed from Bootstrap. Same again here. And within Django, we have to have this CSRF token to make sure that everything is encrypted and safe. And then we can access Django information by using this template formatter. So that's my entire project. And then just here is for the journaling. And it was awesome to learn web applications. It isn't something that I've done. I've only done basic HTML. And so there was quite a bit more to figure out. And it was a super enjoyable project. So thank you.